Friends, in this video for iThought Advisor, I am going to speak to you on the topic making your selling count. The markets are in such a frenzy that the word selling has almost gone out of everybody's lexicon. Everybody wants to know, what can I buy? You're seeing the mutual fund industry data. Everybody is looking only how to invest. But at a point in every market cycle, selling matters more than buying. While most of the time you can buy, there comes a time when selling matters more. We are probably heading into such a phase. And it's very important that every investor prepares himself for that phase. Making your selling count is critical. How can you do it? First, don't lend yourself to impulse. Look at your portfolio, see which are your large winners, right? If you're having a portfolio of mutual funds, study which are the funds that have contributed heavily to your returns. Understand whether the valuations of these funds are something you like or something you are just letting run, right? If you don't like the valuations, if the valuations give you some sense of discomfort, then take that as a signal. It's an alert to you to ensure that you don't miss out on selling or de-risking. Now, how do you do this de-risking? That is something which everybody has to think through. In my opinion, in the current market context, de-risking can be done by selling out of the most expensive part of your portfolio. If it is stocks, look at your stocks and decide which is the most expensive stock and think through it correctly and then decide whether you want to pare down a little. The extent of exposure to one stock or a few stocks is something which portfolios have to understand and address. If a stock or a few stocks contribute to too much of a portfolio, then you need to de-risk yourself from the impact of those stocks on your portfolio. If they have done too well in the recent year or two, then you need to again understand that the last 2 years may be a fairy tale performance and that may not sustain into the future. If you get that sign that yes, things are moderating, then you need to reduce the risk in your portfolio to these limited number of stocks. The same thing applies to funds as well. If you have a theme which has done better than the rest of the market in this period, then you need to gradually reduce your exposure to those themes, book out in a phased manner and ensure that a single theme does not constitute a portfolio level risk. So this you have to do even in a mutual fund portfolio. A lot of people have run very aggressive portfolios in mutual funds constituting only small caps or small and mid caps. They have done exceptionally well, but when you had such a dream run, you have to convert some of the dream run into real profits and you need to understand how to do it. I am definitely not advising you to lend yourself to immediate impulse, but look at the portfolio, look at how much these investments constitute in the overall portfolio, decide how much should be your total exposure to these themes within the overall portfolio and pare from where you are to that level. If you do that, you would have definitely done yourself a lot of good. You would have reduced your risk by that extent and you would also have a lot of liquidity which you can keep for a rainy day and invest whenever the markets offer you better opportunity, and that could happen anytime. Not willing to address risk at the portfolio level will eventually come to hurt you, because when things become too good to be true, you have to de-risk and you have to ensure that you capture that goodness in your portfolio and convert the profits to some cash. This is something which needs to be done right now, and I definitely advocate selling out of the most expensive parts of your portfolio. Do it gradually, decide to pare to a certain schedule, do an SWP, whatever it takes. Make up your mind that you are going to reduce the risk in your portfolio given that valuations are very high all the good news is factored in, and the market is polarized towards one style of investing. So whenever the market turns to another style, keep some money which will help you buy that emerging style. So that is something that will do you a lot of good. If you are running an SIP, take out some profits from your long-term units and keep it for a rainy day. You can always invest back, and whatever residual investments you're holding in the same winning ideas will probably allow you to participate if at all they can sustain this performance into the future. If not, you would have at least taken out some of your profits and kept it for a better opportunity. So this is that time in the market cycle where you need to do this, and I would certainly advocate a cautious, analytical move towards that decision point. So I think that will do you a lot of good, and it's something you should not push off for another day. Thank you very much.